Seasons, Greasons, and Conflagrations. We are here. We are back. It's day 2.
Day 3 of him being back, isn't it great?
Woo! Also, everyone wish the co-host Silver a happy birth.
Merry Birthmas.
Tell me of these Morgan beards, then.
But of course. If my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowwise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to seed. And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory creatures. Nothing you cannot handle, though, I'm sure.
Go do this one first. It's closer. Oh yeah, I went and did all the hunts off screen.
Yep. He did the grindy bit off screen, so we didn't have to sit through it.
Off screen.
Fair.
Stay sharp. We don't know when those bastards will be back.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after
Jesus Christ, the size of these dialogues you can get the Ubisoft HUD.
All right, Sid.
We must start the stream correctly.
Fetch!
By petting the booth.
Thank you for informing me that Steam is offline. I'm aware that they do their maintenance at 3 p.m.
Get surrounded.
I love you, Steam. Dear God, your timing's the worst.
Start between 3 and 6 p.m. where the central server is located because it's a US-based company, if not mistaken.
Moving on. Also, yes, it is a US-based company. Ignore the yellow marker. That's where I went to go fight a hunt.
Jake, beware.
No.
The marshes near the Abbey are certainly
Choke
damp.
bros.
Let's see if they're damp enough for Morgan beards.
The power of verb compels you.
Burned. I heard that partial response. Upset you didn't think of that pun first.
A little bit.
Size of a goblin's eye. This goblin.
And now you be gobbling up this on
About
speed.
them being attracted to the flowers, though.
Fucking fat bastard. Leaning down.
Yes.
Like you're bowing. Stop sniffing the roses and fight me.
But roses smell pretty.
Yeah, well, you
Make
don't.
Grog feel things besides hunger and pain.
Big Grog! And thus was a new character born today on this channel. A fat goblin called Big Grog.
Grog like mustard bottle, need no break when squirrels.
Nice try.
That remembered my advice about using the range counter during this.
And yoink.
Oh, Grog face hurt.
Grog, everything hurt.
Grog gets shocked by this revelation.
You really need to upgrade Gamescom.
Yeah, I know. I'm saving up for it.
Do you have enough to upgrade Gouge at this point, or did you spend your points
I
on-
recently upgraded the dash. My fire dash.
for the...
Yep.
And he got Judgment Bolt.
Oh, you have Judgment Bolt. Lovely. You
Yeah.
have what is, so far what I found, the highest damaging build. Remember, I have one more archetype than you, it's still the highest damage.
I already know what it is because the achievements were not made secret to hide that.
These are our Morgan
You're
goods, all right.
fucking with me.
Well,
So you already know it's
there's
tight.
much trouble.
Yes.
Might as well go
You
to
can
the
literally hover over the achievements on the right side when you're looking at the game, and Titan's one of the first fucking ones available. And I'm sitting here like, guys, you can't do that.
Hopefully this will be enough. I've had my fill of goblins.
Why'd you
Every time I
pick
walk
Fox?
up to this chest, I half expect him to do what Link does in the second fucking game, like Tears of the Kingdom. Just crouch down and put his hand up to it.
So the thing I've been waiting for you to see happens right before you go to the final fight against Titan, actually.
Adamantoise.
Adam and Timmy.
Hi.
But later on, you end up fighting an upgraded version of one of these fucking things, and I hate it. It's actually just the worst.
Do you think their preferred browser is IE?
Look, if anyone preferred browser is Internet Explorer, they need professional help.
Right, but it's just as slow as they are.
Okay, you know what? Credit. Jade, that does less damage than your regular swings until you have it upgraded. Just so you know, it's purely stagnant.
I mean, it does build up that bonus damage thing real quick.
It's slower than if you use your melee magic burst combo.
Oh, fair enough then.
You should have enough to upgrade Gouge. Much quicker.
And then Mastery is just assignment to any.
Yep. I've actually started buying masteries on my own playthrough for abilities and reassigning to places because yeah, you find a lot of skills you want to keep if you're like me.
That's why you have multiple build setups.
If you had to guess, Shade, what what playstyle do you think Titan fits?
Defensive.
Very defense and counter heavy.
Keep them pilchers nice and chilled.
Look at this.
Let's hope the
Oh
Draper has
boy,
Hortense's
do I love
cloth.
myself some defense. Now there is a singular skill I think you will adore on the Titan tree. You'll have to wait.
Might
to
I
find
interest
out.
you in some swansdown? Perhaps some seersucker or herringbone?
Just some linen.
Bless you.
2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord, but your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Boklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few days. My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's bandits.
It usually is.
Usually is.
I forgot he
Assume the
actually said
caravan
that.
may be coming from the south.
hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh. Well then, be safe?
This big fuck off sword isn't for show.
Yeah, but it's still they have. Even if you have a big fuck off sword, it's still one versus potentially a dozen, and most people, even most guards, aren't capable of that feat.
Yeah, that's fair.
So she just kind of looks at you and goes, "Uh-huh. Enjoy the closed casket funeral."
Not burbs.
Monsters.
They're like burbs that are pre-plucked.
Then all that's left to do is fry them.
Oh, well done.
I don't know cooking, so I couldn't. I couldn't have followed that joke. If I couldn't have finished that joke myself. I couldn't.
That's fine. It was more the timing that he said that as he hit one with a fire strike.
Ah,
And then Kat said, "Oh, well done," which is a type of cooking.
Yep. That wasn't intentional, but I'll take
Ugh.
credit anyway.
It was instinctual. You may not know that it was, but it was.
Quite likely, because that puns.
Bird's a menace.
The bird's a
Pay attention
menace.
to this.
Look at it.
Where's now?
pay attention.
State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damage us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're going to be sorely disappointed. And all thanks to this fool.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that featherbrain trampled me. I demand recompense, be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hanged.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect!
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that.
Hope you don't mind David. Because your heart's gonna stop for a moment.
Good combo.
$23,000 damage.
You didn't want to attack, did you?
And here's what Gouge's true purpose is. Watch that stack of army count. That was wet sounding.
That was a noise.
That's the sound of a man choking on his own esophagus.
Habuski indeed, McLoves.
Grog, take nap now.
All right. You made your point. Killer my ass.
You're the
Did
one
he
who
hurt
called him
you?
that.
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work for him, and he would have succeeded had the Great Lender not sent you. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward you.
Just give me what I
We
need.
can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany you there.
I just came for some bolts cloth. That's all I need. Keep the rest of whatever you have, sir.
So you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
Were
Usually,
it not for
not
the kindness
always.
of our free sword here, you'd be buying your order back from them at twice the price. Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before my return to Boklad. Farewell.
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. I've also added a few extra lengths of our finest fabrics to the bundle. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
How's
Ooh,
that
those
done
pillows
then?
are really comfy.
Now it's back to
Comfy?
Hortense with her
I can't
cloth.
fucking talk.
That's a problem considering it's your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, to put it simply, some of the games I play don't work. Why do I have to?
Clive,
Because you like to
for
eat.
sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Not that kind
Don't
of work,
worry.
cat.
I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Here you go.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which...
I don't know.
What? Huh? What the fuck
Which
happened?
one do you think, I forget her name, would like most? I picked black embroidered linen. Black and gold, can never go wrong with it.
Knowing her usual dressing style, it would be the silk. Even though it's a
This
bitch
one?
to keep clean.
I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but
He
when my
wishes
father put down
together.
the uprising in the
Yeah.
Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Hey, Shade,
Hmm.
did you get to the point in the story where they talked about removing the brand?
Not yet, I don't think.
Okay, you'd remember.
Lady
It's
Hortense,
quite
she'd give me
horrible.
Okay. Herbalist man. Botanist. That's the word. I mean, herbalist works too.
No.
But botanists are people who more generally work with just plants.
botanists also tend to be the cultivators.
Yeah, herbalists are the ones that make the medicines. Botanists are the ones that grow the medicines.
Yeah.
I
This
mean, he
is
did
bigger.
ask me for medicine plants, so
Yeah, so he could grow them. Specifically, so he could grow
It's
them.
rare that we see
Yeah,
you so
he's not the
often
one
in the
who's making
backyard,
the
Sid.
stuff.
What brings you to the gardens?
your order.
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. These are almost identical to the plates in my tome. Did you have any trouble locating them?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me of my childhood somehow. I don't remember these flowers specifically, but you must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here.
True.
Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals.
By the way, this is a key item, not an equipable. This is always an effect
Permabuff.
for a side quest.
Nice.
It is a plus mark side quest, so it is going to have some sort of
And
effect.
here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
All of your healing items just became +1.
Hell yeah.
And you got more Renewed.
I don't know what the percentage is, it doesn't tell you, but healing items are stronger now.
That's all that matters to me. Oh, and the tonics last longer.
Those things we never use.
Because redundant.
Yeah.
Good to know that they last longer, though. There's an effect that actually changes them.
Yeah.
Well, not changes them so much as it is just extends them.
Enhances.
You say it at the same time.
I mean, great minds think alike.
Let us know if you find
Yeah,
any
but fools
rotting
never
plants.
differ.
I'll see about replacing
Huh?
It's the other half of the phrase.
I didn't actually hear what you said, Cat.
Ah, fools never differ.
I have heard that before.
Ah.
Basically, its original meaning was to never be overconfident.
Yeah.
Just because someone else agrees with you doesn't mean it's right.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
They say it is your men who keep the roads free of beast and bandit. As one whose livelihood is reliant on safe passage from market to market, my chocobos and I thank you. A concerned caravaneer.
You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Still throws me off.
Same.
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
Because remember, she's the one who always has to go prime.
Yeah.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or Would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Don't ignore that, though.
Yes. Yes.
Clive,
Damn
where
it.
are you?
Gav, you fucking cockblock.
In here.
I had the same reaction. I outright shouted,
What's wrong?
"Fucking Gav!"
Rosaria's under attack.
Okay, that's important.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck.
This isn't
The boys' balls are
Dalmatian
going to be
army we're
incandescent
talking
by the
about.
end of the story.
It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard.
At least he interrupted us for something important.
There is in hell in Rosalith. Trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Just
Seems
slam
that
my
way.
toe on
Reckon
my
old
desk.
Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
I don't know why, but my brain keeps
Then
wanting to call her
this is
Aerith.
just another
Wrong
trap.
game. You don't have
Shit.
rebirth yet.
It's a trap, alright. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look, I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I'm not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
I love your spirit.
I'm coming too.
But
After
he would
all,
turn you into
We're
a
in
plate.
this together.
You would
Right.
be fucking ground into a ball and tossed for his dog.
See, I wasn't gonna bother saying that. Because I don't want to be a demoralizing
I should probably
bastard.
speak to Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're
I just
getting
love the
ourselves
spirit.
into.
You can't go out that way, remember? Well, you can't go around that way. You can go out, but it goes nowhere.
Besides, it only took Clive 5 more fucking years to decide that this bastard has to die.
He's been busy with other stuff.
Yes.
He's your
leave-
fucking
leave-
scoutmaster.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said they'd be made of linen.
Did you fucking hear anything I said, Cat?
I've never had a dress made of linen.
What did Cat say?
He said he's your fucking scoutmaster. That had nothing to do with what I just said.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with anything we were saying.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's
You said-
notice.
I said it took Clive 5 years to decide that Hugo has to die.
But not before I know exactly
Yeah.
what's going on.
And I
have
said,
we
well, he's
heard?
been a little busy with
All
stuff.
sorts.
Right,
Nobody
and that's
was
why I said,
expecting
yeah,
the
he's been
Dalmats
your
to open up a
scoutmaster.
new front against the Empire.
Clive,
Used all our
not
friends and
Gav.
acquaintances.
Oh,
Reports have been
derp.
rolling in from
That's
all
my
over
brain
the
being
place,
dumb,
with
never
known
mind.
two saying the same thing.
Why do you think I stopped Clive and turned him to face the camera?
If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Understood.
I had to really nail it home that it seems like both of us just realized what you said.
Ah, if it isn't my favorite pupil. Let's see now. Where did we...
God, you have the cadence of Matoya.
Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so
Just
well
not
attended.
as grumpy
You know what
old
they
grandma.
say? A little knowledge, can't hurt.
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there,
Yeah, the
Lord
information
Rosfield.
wins wars.
I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the
That it
present
does.
situation, one must first understand how it came to be.
God,
You
she
had a
makes me
deep
think of
moment
Liliana.
there, Big
You
Dog?
didn't just have a derp moment, you had a deep moment. So you had
No,
a
you
double
didn't.
derp moment.
Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka, or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title.
That is such a
In
long
republic
mouthful of a
founded on
title.
commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former duchy's shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dalmekian fleet floated by without incident, but not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming. Alas, it will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buet Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way, and so must you.
We'd best get a move on then.
Oh, will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
Ah, Gav.
He's insane, but I love him.
It's our boy.
Ready to return home?
I don't got much of a choice, do I?
No. There are no other paths to be taken at this time.
Is this necessary? I don't even think there's anyone in there.
He's destroying it to piss you off, not to hurt people.
Yeah. He's being
all
cock
my names.
waffle.
Fortify the castle gates.
Your
at
salute
once.
is the action of cracking your knuckles on your palm to threaten someone. At that point, you may as well just walk up to people and go,
Hugo and his men have been busy.
crack your
Already
fucking
breached
neck.
The castle's out of wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
Chocobo toy.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
We kinda did. We refused to say anything until we refused to confront
If you
them
keep
until
your
now.
wits about you, I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm.
Regardless of how busy you were, this man should have been dealt with
I'll
long
sniff
ago.
out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Not that simple,
Likewise.
Shay.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Don't lose your other eye. Won't do to have a scout who can't see.
It just gives them more reason to invest in Blind Sons.
Ha ha ha. Unfortunately, in 5e, you cannot invest in that realistically.
Sad face.
There's no blind fighting.
I thought I was ready for this, but
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
Oof.
It's Pupper.
this isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do this?
We can get
Make you
through
mad
here.
so you do something dumb.
Literally that.
Murderers!
There's only one fitting punishment.
I mean, how Shade literally just ignored the caster casting attack.
Yeah.
He just brute force his way through it. As you punched him, Doggo did a fucking flying drop kick on the bastard.
Yep.
Doggo is very acrobatic.
Yeah. They at least have 10 ranks in acrobatics, honestly. No less.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. You two shut up about stats. So I just stood there and watch that?
They're Imperials. You hate both of them.
Look what we have here.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
The people who are gonna write your eulogies.
Nah, too much effort.
It's never too much effort to insult people when they're dead.
You don't insult the dead.
The fuck? Is that
You
you,
went
Jill?
to warp over and dog killed them.
Yeah.
It was Jill's ice that I saw, that I was reacting to.
Ah, the one her killing the thing to your left.
I just saw a bunch of little projectiles go past me, and my brain didn't register what they were at first. Battlehounds!
They don't make the hurt pupper noise, so I'm happy. The biggest waste of a barrier.
Yep.
fuck your barrier.
Stop casting Protega.
Yeah?
That is so overkill for a hound. Come on now. That wasn't even reasonable in justifying a kill.
They're Kupkas. Of course it's reasonable. Look, he's here to destroy our home, just to upset us.
Yes. You do not blame the dog's behavior on the dog, but on the master who trained it thus.
It isn't sick.
Aye.
This is the enemy type where you at least practice trying to figure out how to parries at some point to benefit.
Dodging him.
You're right, but you did forget what archetype you were figured on.
What I did went entirely over him.
Yes, you did indeed. Flip up into the air when he wasn't attacking you, and then proceed to air spin up higher when he was attacking you. You forgot. You didn't realize what you were You need to be ashamed of how you all do it.
Why'd you go back?
To make her very bold.
Well,
10
he was annoying.
schools of Steel Soul.
Alright, now to go find Mr. fucking Barabate.
Not wrong.
That's better.
And peace. Hello.
Boosh.
Why don't you do the potion instead of spending part of your prime bar to heal immediately under
That gouge count!
Yeah?
Fucking 90. God, grouping them up in a corner and just abusing them that way is great.
Even Boofer approved.
Boofer approves of everything you do.
We're nearly at the castle.
I still remember when he was like a pup.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wheel of Lightning Pile Drive increases damage by 10%. I use Pile Drive a lot.
Yes, you do.
I will gladly take that.
I honestly find cooldown to be superior to damage. Even though the percentages were about the same amount of damage increase, having it available more often means you can use it on weaker enemies and kill them outright, while still retaining effective balance.
Any mages in this area? No? Good.
Not in first wave. It's a much better fire system.
Okay. Who has the staff? Never speak again.
Set her loose.
Her?
So.
Oh!
Yes, they have a
The
curl.
first time we've seen a curl.
Yup.
Kitty.
This fight is hell, and I love it.
Attack!
Torgal, it's your natural enemy.
What do you think?
I was wondering when these would make an appearance. I didn't think they had a battle core.
Which is fucking
terrifying.
Yeah.
I would suggest using your phone.
It's building up to something.
We need to stop it. Whatever it takes. It's down.
Let's make this count.
It's on stagger, might as well.
32,000.
Fair enough.
I never got to see That's the benefit of having built myself like a Google, so I have no secret target to look at.
Farewell.
Burn for me.
Damn.
Yep. And that's just the mini boss.
Ooh. Got a whisker.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jill! We meet at last, Sid. Or should I say Lord Rosfield? I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Let her go, Kupka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
You're a dick.
Bastard.
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company. Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you melt before your starring moment.
You are a creepy bastard.
Fuck.
From what I've gathered, those are aether suppressing cuffs.
Yeah. Those are made shackles.
Yep, she's magicless.
Now, on to the festivities.
That sword design looks so stupid. Like, I know it's an actual sword design that worked in the past. It just, the flat top looks so dumb.
Also, Pupper being sneaky.
That's just
Yeah.
great, that is.
Haven't gotten out of dodge.
I suppose it's up to me then.
Gav, you've got balls of brass, polished to the nth degree.
No, it's definitely steel, not brass. Don't undersell him.
Fair.
That's an executioner's block.
Mm-hmm.
Headsman!
How the hell did you get to be like that?
You! Bring
You
the
bathe
He's on
in
the
aether
protein.
crystals.
He's
I was
on the
gonna say-
protein.
Aether infusions.
Half giant.
Yeah, it's no more than she deserves for getting into bed with an outlaw.
We should get into mine. Shut up.
Lord Kupka commands your presence. You're to bear witness to the girl's execution.
Such a waste.
He did it too.
That was effortless.
God damn, Gav.
Now, to be perfectly blunt, I'm a little sad they didn't have a little mini Gav section like they did have a little Joshua
Crystal
section at the
fetters are a
start.
bastard to open, just so you know.
Fair.
Don't worry, I'll have them off before you can blink.
Where's Jill?
In the courtyard.
Shit.
Gav's a fucking wizard.
We have to hurry.
The Imperials have sounded the retreat and cleared out of the castle. but the place is still swarming with Kupka's men.
Leave them to me.
I'll make my way up top and circle round the back. Quick as you like, eh? Nearly forgot.
Oh, it's actually the blade I used too.
Yeah, they are reactive cutscenes.
Hold on, Jill.
Retroactive.
I'm coming.
I know neither of those are technically the right word, but
By technicality, that would be retroactive because it would follow the currently equipped gear.
I have to get to the courtyard.
yeah, retroactive
No.
is affecting things backwards.
Yeah, no, reactive is the closer.
Reactive. Thank you.
Shiny thing.
Yep. Here is the cutscene coming up, by the way, that I absolutely adored.
I love how you're just walking through body, 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 body.
Gav is a
Don't you
fucking
let her
menace.
die.
I hope you've got a plan, Clive, because we are fucked if you don't.
Boofer.
Stealth dog.
Do you see the
Wait.
eyes?
What?
Who is it that compared Torgal to Fenrir earlier on in the series again?
Me.
Yeah, you were actually on the fucking money.
What?
Torgal is the lunar wolf.
A descendant of Fenrir.
He too is a dominant, I guess.
He's a very, very special breed of wolf.
That explains how he's been alive for over 20 years as well. And is still in prime health. Most dogs, actually most animals don't live that long.
Oh, by the way, Fenrir is now going to be notable combat. You might want to actually switch to Torgal commands.
Perhaps it is time we served the main repast. I trust you are hungry!
You're still not gonna come down here and fight?
Need this?
Much obliged.
And by the way,
Stay
Torgal going
close.
into this is not a one-off.
We're getting out of here. And Toggle, thank you.
Alright, let's put these guys down. This Kupka's a pussy and won't come do it himself.
I need to try the Torgal commands.
That includes you, Toggle.
I'm sorry, can we talk about what the fuck your dog just did? Later.
Rapid. Seriously, try the rapid command.
Torgal bullet.
It can knock Ravage can knock lighter targets into when he's eaten up, everything he does including his heal song.
There's so many commands I have to remember now.
That you should have been practicing using Torgal throughout the me and you both should have been practicing using Torgal more actively throughout the entire game.
Over here!
Yeah, Torgal's doing the actual damage to this.
Oh, me, where did this lot come from?
Jill, can you still fight?
Hold on it. Hold that thought.
Doggo just added 5k to your average onto what your average damage per stagger is. Shit.
I needed that.
You see why I wanted to be here for this, though, right?
Uh-huh.
Get down here, you coward.
Still breathing, are you?
Oh my god, you really are a pussy. You're sending every man you brought with you before you decide to do anything yourself.
I thought bad news always came in threes. Let them come.
Remember your
Cute.
up and downs on defense.
Sleeping powder. Can't put me to sleep when I have the power of one of your deities running through me.
Incoming.
You missed.
10 health a second. If we use normal pull was like 2 or 3 health a second, but with this it's 10 health a second.
Kill.
You got it, boss.
Let's break that stance.
The fact that Wolves like cast spells now passively.
Yeah.
AoE explosion, jump up in the air, and sends out a bunch of energy darts.
Got an achievement.
Oh.
I'll check in a second. Come here.
I think Bob was trying to steal a kill.
I commanded him to do that. Hey Coop, you finally ready to come down and do the job yourself?
Before you hit A, continue. Check what the achievement was.
Okay. Steam does not want to do that.
Not how I would have suggested doing it.
Execute in land 5, precision 6.
Ah.
Push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice. Yes, that would be how he got that way, McLoves.
It's over.
For now. But I bet that wasn't the last of them. And they won't stop hunting us until Kupka's dead. So you get in there and finish the job, eh?
Go on.
That's the idea.
If
I
they
was gonna
come
say,
again,
did the man
we'll
run
take them
away?
back.
If so, oh
All
boy.
right. But be careful.
Titan's dominant is a coward.
Nope, he's just been waiting for you.
Ah, good. I think we've put off his beheading long enough.
He'll die by my hand.
Punched in the face.
Kupka. You're late. Trouble on the way.
Just enjoying your entertainment.
How gratifying.
Sorry, I'd love to hate this guy. He's great.
He is great.
Have
They
you
do
come
they
to
did the
defend
villain so
your
well.
father's throne, Lord Rosfield? The Grand Duchy of Rosaria. A realm without a ruler. An army
even a people. A veritable kingdom of dust. Truly, I see no throne to defend.
No!
It's a seat, Clive. A new one can be made.
Yeah, that's old. It's an
Of
artifact
your
of
games,
history.
Kupka. Just tell me what you want.
Sid's head in a box. Imagine my disappointment when I learned that he met his end at the hand of another. And my relief to learn that you had taken up his thrice damned name. Your master slew Benedicta Harmon and defiled her body.
No, we didn't.
If you choose to bear that murderer's name, then you shall answer for his crimes.
Sid just left her there.
The only crimes I shall answer for are my own. Sid did everything in his power to save that woman, though she was long past saving. And so I did what he couldn't. It was me
I
all
love the
along,
kind of
Hugo.
darker tone here.
Right?
He's not just a goody two shoes hero.
You.
He's taking pleasure in this.
You killed her.
I did.
And it was fun. I got to beat the shit out of your delightful little heartbeat.
Indeed. I had thought the most I could wish for was to take the life of one he loved, just as he did to me. But it seems I was wrong. And I shall have my revenge. We shared a dream. I would be the king of the world. She would be my queen. And together, we would rule like the gods we are. But you crushed that dream, ground it into dust.
He's honestly kind of intimidating.
Rosefield! You will pay for what you've done. I'll tear you apart with my blood!
Actually, those are covered in stone, so they're not exactly bare.
And what have you?
Don't lie to me.
How many people have you killed? How many dreams have you crushed? You're not the only one who's seen their world fall apart around them. You'll get no pity from me, Kupka. No pity. And no mercy. Now die!
Fuck, I love Clive.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is the first time since the intro we've seen Clive smile. And it's for this.
What becomes of those who dare to cross me?
Cross!
Yes, he did just care.
I'll kill you! Nice try.
Have these. Come here.
Grab him with his girlfriend.
Shit, I'll beat him with his girlfriend's power at the end if I want to. Benedictus is high.
Oh.
And I stood right back up like it didn't even happen. I was gonna say, come on, bud. You can't deal with the non-prime?
My hatred for you is unending. Unyielding. Let this palace be your grave.
I gotta admit, that design of his partial prime is fucking sweet.
It is.
Oh, shit.
Appropriate reaction.
Yeah.
You didn't think you could take this man by surprise, did you? He's used to this shit that you people pull.
Yeah, no. You knocked the prime out of him.
I'll beat the icon out of you.
I mean, that is what we always do. We literally beat them until we rip the icon out.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a rock. I think I knocked out his last brain cells.
The world has chosen. I am in my element. There's no escape.
It's gonna be mine soon.
The real fight starts.
The earth will always be my domain.
Too slow. I just love that insult to Titan of all people.
Right?
Nice try.
Mitch, you may be in your element. You in my house now.
He is literally in your house.
I know. It's great.
Are you just gonna cower? Come on, bud. I thought you were in your element.
Not cowering, little dog.
He's catching his breath.
I unfortunately got caught in that first time he cast it.
Ooh.
It was just as much as it looks like it would.
I expect a landslide for this, at least.
Say you're probably having a good bar.
Nice try.
Power unbound.
You know what what my finishing move on him was? Arrow blast with the tornado. I literally finished him off with his fucking girlfriend. This is his ultimate move.
I'll rip out your heart.
didn't hurt as much as I expected it to.
Nice try.
That, however, does a lot.
Just
Oh.
like your forefathers. Your journey ends now.
The usual Titan super.
I didn't think it like that. I know anything.
Let's just rip apart that stagger cage real quickly. Yeet. I like your style.
He's gone through a good amount of your potion supply.
Yeah.
Come here.
That it's good.
This is my domain.
That also did not hurt.
It is a good shot, but not as much as you expect.
Get that gray health back.
No.
I'm morbidly curious how much that is.
Yeah. No, sorry, bud.
Nice try.
What other elements are good against Rockford? I dodged that.
I thought that was one of the hitbox like how it looked.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to dodge that actually. I'm going to honor Sid. Even in death, you can't escape the man. Furthermore, Kuka, you might be stone, you might be hard as rock. All the other elements kind of are your counter, because what do all the other elements do to stone over time?
You're trying way too hard.
Ah, quite literally beat the icon out. Now your hands are bare.
Credit to him, he's not giving up.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he's too heavy. Five's a bit quicker.
You're both tired, though.
Yeah.
Oh. And in a fight of strength versus dex, tired usually actually lends strength to the... Well, lends credence to strength.
Hands versus sword. Sword wins, though.
That
That
was unexpected.
Oh, I love these new age Final Fantasy games where they have no fucking fear of being brutal. More of this, please, Squeenix.
More of this, please, gaming universe.
Right?
Oh. Yeah, probably shouldn't forget to take that.
He didn't want to take it, he just wanted to kill him.
And love he was like, no, I don't want it, back away.
I'll kill you.
With what?
I'll kill you.
He's still shaking the earth, Jake. He's weakened, non-primed, and missing his hands, and he's still this strong.
Yeah, but he's also bleeding out and not making the situation any better. He's quite literally empty-handed.
I'll fucking kill you.
There. You mustn't get yourself worked up.
I'm so curious who he is.
That has to be an Imperial.
Another time, Mythos.
I don't think so, because he knows what your name is by, Ultima? That's what Ultima calls you. So I'm very curious who that is.
Boy.
Is that all of them?
Look how that gives both me and Cat a giggle fit.
Well, load of scum. Who the fuck invited them? Not that that's the biggest surprise we've had today. Where did you learn to do that, Torgal? Telling, eh? Suit yourself.
Gav, we have to find Clive.
Right, sorry.
He told you. Clive.
Dog would have had a hand.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
You missed
Dog will
one.
have that. You didn't need to do anything.
We were worried.
So was I.
You missed one. I just love the. We need to go find Clive. Right. He's just right there.
If it hadn't been for my gift, I would have finished him.
I'm just glad you got out of there alive.
Yeah, absorbing another's power is probably pretty taxing.
When did the Royalists arrive?
Yeah.
Right after you went inside. Just when we thought we were shot of Titans lot. In pile Odins. Not enough of them to worry us, though.
No. You didn't see the one who took Kukra away.
So, what? You think they came here to save him? Well, I'll be fucked if I know what's going on, but every minute we spend racking our brains, that bastard's getting further away.
Torgal's just taking a nap.
Yeah.
So what do
I
we
worked
do?
hard today. Nap.
We go back to the hideaway. I'm too tired to think. As are you, by the looks of it. And after what Jill's been through. Let's worry about Kupka later, shall we?
Aye. Alright. It'll give us a chance to solve the riddle of your magic mud, too. Hey, how you feeling? Ready to go home?
Yeah, very soon you'll get the info dump on what the fuck is up with Torgal.
He's an Aetherhound.
See, it was the moment that I realized that you could change his costume to be that lunar icy blue. I was like, that's Fenrir's colors. Little did I know, I was correct.
You know, I had a holy shit moment when Nago did that.
Yeah.
Just look at the state of you. You're more of a wreck than this place. Is this what you call taking better care of yourself? No more excuses, your ladyship. I order you to rest.
As the doctor says rest, you rest.
I'll rest.
Doctor's orders.
Yeah.
You don't fight your healer.
Don't worry, Gav. She's in good hands.
But we should have never let her fall into Hugo's. Back when he had some like. The question is, where is he now?
And what the hell were those royalists doing there?
You gotta hand it to him.
I was wondering
Man,
about
you had to
the
fight.
way home.
I mean, he's gonna need a hand
Maybe
fighting
I've
now.
something. I'll talk to him.
And I'll talk to Torms.
The lawsman. About what?
About your faithful hound.
He went to our home to kill us and left empty-handed.
Four-legged friends ever done that before. I'm betting Torms will have read about it.
You really
What
disarmed
I
his
wanna know
forces.
is, what happens afterwards?
Okay, enough.
It's all well and good Torgal saving our arses, but if it costs him what it cost Jill,
Right. Let me know if you learn anything.
it'll do. And you do the same, eh?
Look, we're up to our elbows in these ponds.
Jill. Listen to Taya.
I will.
I hope there's a handyman to make him some prosthetics.
No more pointing the finger at who the villain is, though.
We're gonna drive Silver from the call.
Uh-huh.
I actually have a shield now. Let it go, Coop Cussman dealt a bad hand. Thank you for joining the Govs.
I mean, he started it.
Pedigree Snowcloak.
Yep.
That's a location in 14. And on Snowcloak, you fight Fenrir.
Go to abilities.
Titan Chanard.
There's 4 more spaces.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, and you can parry with that as well, by the way. You have a permanent counter. You don't need abilities to counter now. Though, note this one. This one's counter does not freeze time, so you can still get hit while countering back.
Aw, hell yeah, just a flat-out punch.
And, watch, timed.
Oh.
This is a counter as well. It has a forward. It has a forward move counter.
Of course,
Man,
Earth and
Titan is
Fury.
all about counters.
Yep.
Well, I mean, in
All
pretty
of
much
its
every
stuff is
iteration,
counter.
Titan's pretty much a brawler. What are brawlers great with?
Fair.
Look at the ult.
Yeah, we did. Earth and Fury.
Ah, I didn't notice you look
Oh.
at it. I have no idea how good that is. I haven't used it yet myself.
How about I find out?
Touché. I doubt you're going to actually use this properly, so I suggest just not even buying it.
Wind up, I'm definitely gonna use.
Yeah, that I expected you to use.
God damn it.
You
Time
don't-
to set up alternate schemes.
Or just remove that one, honestly.
Garuda's not my strongest fit.
You rarely use them properly.
Wind up, upheaval. Earth
Yeah,
and
that one,
Fury.
Earth and Fury.
What's a Kate Sith charm do?
Increases skill
Extra
earned by
heal.
25%.
Ah.
You still haven't mastered all of your basic abilities? You should really master Launch.
Yeah, extra range will be nice.
You should look at what the extra range gives you. At max range, you get to do that now. It is so much more damage.
Nice.
If you're at the longer range, it'll do that. But if you're at short range, it'll still only do the stab.
You hunt? How many? How busy am I gonna be after stream? Motherfucking back paddle on the controller is assigned to B.
Change it then.
No. Just the one. Oh, well, it's my first A rank, okay.
I still haven't done that one yet, mind you.
You know why it's an A rank? Because you see the monster and go, ah!
Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Judy?
Pat, cat.
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's did what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the Cursebreakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
That's
Mid.
Sid's dog,
When did you get back?
I believe.
Just
I
now.
believe so, yeah.
What about your studies?
Adjourned.
Yeah, definitely.
Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvassing uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
I like her.
She really is a firebrand, huh?
She's
You know,
definitely
most
like a
likely.
younger version of her
Anyway,
dad.
while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid.
And she's English.
You can't just expect me to.
Please, oblige her.
While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor!
Thank you, not
Now there's
Liliana.
a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I like her so
I'll
much.
take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Hey, hold on.
Voice actor.
Breath of fresh air.
It's not.
Bloody
It's not. I
tempest
already
more
looked it
like.
up.
Not who.
Liliana.
Yeah, I don't think that's not who I was on about.
Oh, never
I
mind.
guarantee
Boy,
no one else
Doctor,
in this call,
you
stream,
got
or
my
friend
deal?
group knows what I'm about to look into.
Ah.
What are you on about? My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
Oh my god.
Little.
Clive just
Why?
leaves.
The story
Nope.
was it?
This isn't my problem.
Wonder what Mid's plotting.
I'll help with pretty much everything else, not this. Shit, I'll go fetch you goddamn herbs from across the world. I ain't paying your fees.
Shouldn't you be getting some
I
rest?
don't know this voice actor. They sound very familiar to another voice actor. Another actor, even.
Before we continue
Fair enough.
on, do doesn't seem to be any side quests.
Hey, Cat.
What's your prestige at?
My renown?
Yeah.
It's not enough for the next thing.
Not that I can even check it here, apparently.
No.
That would be like, hold on, before we get into a thing.
You took your
so,
time.
as you were saying, Silver?
You might become steal a few gummy bears.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me
Oh,
everything he
is
knew
she
about
the
it,
machinist?
Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right?
Oh.
I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from.
The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
I love her
She
already.
just got here, and already I am being errand boy.
Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
You're already whipped. She really is a little firebrand, huh?
Yeah, she is definitely her father's daughter. Now go upgrade your sword.
The little ones have been up to
Don't
their
know if
old
I can, Cat.
Go check.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
You have been after every other icon fight.
Not immediately. Not every time.
Fair.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What's it look like?
Fair enough.
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship?
Probably.
I'll see what I can do.
Did we
Till I
all
bring them
say
over when I'm
probably?
done.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, she did say she was great at engineering, so I immediately said, is she a machinist? She might be. Fuck, she might be more than that. She might be an airship engineer.
And talk to him again.
Yep. Sorry, I need to speak to you again, sir.
Back, are ya?
Yep.
What do you want?
Grindstone.
Yep, there's your upgrade.
Yeah, why not?
No scratches, right?
It's actually worse than what I have on. Probably gonna get that gelatinous mass from the current hunt.
Yep.
Anything else?
Should wait.
What do you need? I'm saying forwarding, do you? Anything else?
You can't reinforce purple weapons, dummy.
It's all right.
Or purple gear in
She
general.
has nothing to fear.
It's been a while, I hadn't remembered.
Ow.
Let's have a quick look at this new weapon.
It's actually quite gorgeous.
Oh, that is pretty.
I'm actually running that one myself currently.
That is kind of nice. I'm just not fond of the fact that it breaks off at the end.
It's fine. You do you, though.
Yeah, we'll run it for a bit.
Was wondering where you'd got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Yes.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot. Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment,
It's paid 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Down at the dock.
That's why we love Karen. she's mercantile as hell. But that's like, yeah, no, that girl, she's good. Her tab is good. Her money's no good here.
Do with a good oil in this, could? Should be enough to keep. How do, Master Sid?
I have a lot of work for you.
Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom. and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch 'em, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do.
Thank you for not being NPCs in other games where they're like, I don't have time. I'm going to be useless and not give you information. So you have to run around and ask other people if there's potentially others.
This game is much better in that kind of stuff.
The experts know other experts. Shock.
Wow. The tradesmen know their fellow tradesmen.
Reality is real. Holy shit.
Reality is real. That just sounds
stupid,
like some...
but it's perfectly accurate.
That sounds like the statement a Matrix believer would say.
Oh god, don't compare me to them. It'll make me ill.
I'm not comparing, I'm just saying that statement.
You're making me ill.
Ah, Clive. What
Damn.
brings you to the rest?
After I just recovered too.
Home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business. No idea what, mind. Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there then.
How much fucking running around am I going to do for one carpenter?
It's a side quest, so more than you think.
Main quest, actually.
Yeah, this is a main quest.
Can't tell the difference between green and red today.
He doesn't know his festivities.
Huffs.
Love you, Kato.
This is
Yes, I know it's a main quest, but it's like built like a side quest.
Damn, was main quest built like a side quest?
Would have been funnier if you said it that way, Kat.
Fair. That's.
Pat's face.
Hey, Silver.
Fight.
You got a
I
new
know.
quote.
Yeah, it's a rare day where I get a quote, I know. Oh. Why?
Because I need them to move aside.
Shouldn't you be trying out your new toys?
On some spiders? I'm sure there will be something over here that we need to deal with.
Yes, there will be.
Splish, 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 splish.
Shiny thing.
Nom. Potion. Anything. Nom.
Money.
I can't even buy a meal with that much.
Boofer thing.
Hello.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here.
I've come
I
for
have a
you.
proposition for you.
Oh, do you know? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves.
Oh.
But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any
Beasts
chance you
and
could,
bogles.
It's the least I can do.
Thank you.
I've never heard that word before.
Take care.
Nor have I. So if I had to guess, it's an English term.
This shouldn't take long.
Right, charge up. This is what we want.
Oh, it hits multiple times and pushes things back.
Okay, so that is the instead of my dash.
Yes. And it is timeable as a parry. And if you can just outright dash and just negate some damage if you're not confident in it.
Boofer, do the boof.
I believe he does it whenever you try. I don't remember. I'm not 100% on how to trigger his form. I know I've seen him do it other times. Protect that too right now.
Nope.
That is not the case.
Maybe he has to build up his own meter to activate it.
Maybe. Why do you keep the passing and never triggers him? You realize the majority of the damage is on the trigger, right?
That was not the sound effect I expected to hear from him.
Jay? You know the majority of damage is on the trigger, not the tap, right?
What?
For the lightning balls.
Oh, that one was an accident.
Try and get used to using the counter on her.
Stop my punch. Now suffer.
Do the punch again.
Damn. $36,000.
I didn't have any abilities ready.
So what it does is it just increases the cooldown of your abilities turning on cooldown. So parrying the does.
I missed my cue.
Too slow. Nice try.
Fine. If you don't want to be punched, you get the sword. You pick the worse option.
Gilbug. I love that. I love
Cat
that
and I
you still
both went
get
for the
those.
shiny.
You made short work of that lot.
I had fun.
Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
Hopefully I didn't upheave the ground too much.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
I would definitely be the person who would go in with all their power, use a lot of it, and then just be like, glad I could help. I didn't cause too much damage, did I?
You destroyed everything. Thank you.
Left.
But you did the job.
Oh, it may as well have been a century.
That very much has a Korra mentality.
If the job gets done, the job gets done. I'm sorry for the destruction, no.
By Korra, do you mean Legends of Korra?
Yes.
Don't be.
Yeah.
Can't live in the
just
past.
making sure.
No matter how nice.
That's the
it might have
reference
been.
only mean you were going to get
As soon
here.
as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me,
Chat,
it's
mate.
onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Alright, now I'm gonna take a moment to look at this new quote. Reality is real.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else. I needed that.
Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm done. Now to turn this in before I get more errands.
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Karen, I hope you stocked your potions. Sorry, I'm excited.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
It ain't that bad.
Minotaur mane.
That was from one of the hunts I did.
You got out else? I'll be thankful you
Yeah.
got that much. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer.
No point, I'm gonna be doing that hunt after stream, so I'm gonna get the better stuff anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Increase
Oh.
AP, increase EXP, and increase gil.
Yep.
These are your grinding accessories.
Yeah.
I'd say
Note,
buy
note
them in
that.
case you ever want to do so off stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start with the AP.
You'll not find a
'cause
better
it's the
price
most-
than
Oh,
You can
never
afford
mind.
them
Good.
all.
Yeah,
He's got tons of money. Never
they're
mind.
relatively
Oh,
cheap.
yeah.
The
You're rubbing
AP
me
one was the
blind, you
most
know.
expensive.
Right. That's why I was like, buy the expensive
Oh
one
my god.
first.
Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either
See,
way.
you buy the money one first, so then you can get the money faster to come back and get the rest. We have a new letter. Who's it from? Apologies for what happened at Rosla. Fear what might have been had not you, Gav, and Torgal fought so fiercely. Once again, you were there when I needed you most, and for that I shall be forever grateful. Or forever be grateful. Both ways of saying that are correct. Seeing the city I had once come to know as my home reduced to flame and rubble has left me with such much sadness in my heart. The time for looking back is beyond us. We must focus on the here and now. Our memories will be waiting for us when this is all through, Jill. True. Such as the wall that grows with memories. Which makes me wonder, is Clive ever gonna go back to being
It's all right.
fucking Archduke? I don't think so. I feel like the life on the road fits him more.
He might settle down. I'm not sure.
We'll see what happens over the course of the story.
I mean, yeah.
The little ones have been up to
So
their
we need to at least hope that there's something to settle down to.
True.
We've only destroyed 2 crystals.
And your home is already kind of in rubble.
Boofers
Shouldn't
going
you
to
be getting
boof
some
and
rest?
get more boof for the boof.
Hi.
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Arthur's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Blackburn and
Spoken
Lady
through
Karen have already
clenched
sent
teeth.
over everything I asked for, and I've got all my
Yeah.
plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
She is very excited about helping people.
Ooh. Roos's wind-up cooldown time.
Ooh.
Worth.
What was it?
It was Breath of Earth reduces the cooldown time by 3 whole seconds.
Ah.
Which is damn good.
Yep, cooldown is always best.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Are you sure? I see 2 marks that say you're not done.
And that's just looking in this direction. Oh, damn.
I stopped
Way
to
to
make
fuck
sure.
up my thing, game.
I'm gonna go this way first because I don't know if entering the door is gonna start moving. I doubt it will, but I just want to be sure.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of Cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help
They
but
don't
worry
exactly
that...
have a lot of men.
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Yes, the good boy, good boy.
The bestest boy.
Absolutely.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you.
Okay, 295, we have 260.
All done?
Because I know doing main quests and side quests now build up renown in small amounts.
Yep. It's the hunts that do it for the most part, but you can get some of it through.
How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgal. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Ah, here.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go. Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
All right. Now we have a couple side quests to do. One of them has a chest on it, which means I'm probably gonna get a new item. World map. We'll go to the far one first. Go and find the curse breakers. Hopefully they aren't fucking dead.
That is the hope.
Well, I think we should drink to that.
Slavers don't even bother with Northreach now that all the highborn have fled south.
He drots it.
Onwards.
Pretty music. Shiny thing.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Yeah, don't worry. They're just goblins.
And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
This man took down a goblin fucking ogre when he was like 15.
Sure.
That is a thing that happened.
They're literally just down the road from you.
Trying to get into the carriage.
Don't get
You kill Brother Grog. Now Tog is mad.
What is Baz, Gaz, and Daz?
Tog smash, puny mortal. Ow.
Ow. How dare you inconvenience me? That was too early on that.
Boofer go pew pew.
Watch out for those hobgoblins. Eh. Just goblins.
Yeah, the ones you really gotta watch out for are the mind goblins.
Cat.
Don't even.
What? Psychic goblins are terrifying.
Uh-huh.
That's not at all where you were going for that.
You can't prove anything.
Besides, I already know for a fact that there is an MTG joke card, which on one side says Mind Goblin. When flipped over, turn over to D's nuts.
A friend.
I did not know that.
It's a joke card that exists.
Why didn't you flee with the others?
And also
If the goblins had
Legend
made
of
it through that
Adventurous.
door,
Love that.
You wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run?
Until he couldn't use it
One
anymore.
miserable death's no worse
Yep.
than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Excellent.
Where's
Now
that
go
hunt
get
at?
the, if you want to look up
Okay.
where Muddy Murder's located. That's the name of the hunt.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Because if I'm near it while I'm out, I'll just do it.
Yeah. I don't remember where it was myself. I know I did it and found it.
Hawk's Cry Cliff.
I think
in
that's literally
Rosaria.
where we are. Yeah. North area?
Look to see if I can get an exact dot, but yeah, it's Hawkeye Cliff, head north from the obelisk.
From the obelisk. Oh.
Or east from the docks.
This is this is the obelisk, so
So yeah, you should be it's right it should be anywhere around this area. Oh, hold on. They've got the exact
Look at
tank.
that end of the hill.
Bat punch.
it's gonna take a little bit of learning to mix in Python stuff.
Yeah. It's his stuff is mostly counters.
Yep.
It looked like.
I'm thankfully
It
using
is.
the stuff that is less
This is
counter
the only
heavy.
plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
But I do need to remember to mix in my fucking counter block. Now that I have it.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at
This
ease.
direction. What am I even hunting?
Open your map.
I think it's a Persian.
No, left. You want to go basically towards that, and then take a right a little.
Go a little bit more like this towards the path. You don't want that fight. Be territorial if you want. I don't care. You don't want that fight. Nope. Flan Prince.
Yep.
This should be
Have fun.
interesting. Was it worth 120,000 gil?
Yeah, I think so.
And 30 prestige.
Renown. The Staff of Sidolphus Rama.
Oh, he's full of magics. Oh, I'm sorry, dual cast? No thank you.
Ifrit Titan hybrid. Now that's horrifying.
Just a bit.
Lava elemental.
Liquid flame. That is the goofiest shit I have ever seen.
Did you see the name of the attack?
I did not.
Hands down.
Hands down the goofiest shit you've ever seen.
Yep.
I offer you shots.
Oh, great attack there, forehead.
So you can't get out of that. If you get hit by it, you are stuck. Ow.
Help me, boy.
Nice try.
Yeah, this guy hits like a truck.
He is an A rank
Yep.
I was expecting this.
Well done, Trick.
Nice try.
Come on. Whew.
Well done.
That did a thing.
Didn't think I'd get so much trouble from a slime. Hey, we got a level. Level 32.
Hey, look, you did it. Now have some stats.
The wild flan excretes sickly sweet viscous ooze that is meant to lure would-be predators into devouring it, at which time the powerful toxins within its flesh will paralyze the victim, allowing the flan to envelop and slowly dissolve it over a period of 17 nights, up to 7 of which the victim spends alive. Horrible.
Yeah.
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
Whatever it was, he says.
I'm assuming slimes are not a common enemy type in this world.
I mean, how many have you seen?
3 total in the entire
There you
adventure.
go. There you go.
It does kind of give the game away, huh?
Now, before we go turn those in, I need to restock and get my new gear. These hunts are no joke.
What can I do for you?
Yeah.
Going purse weighing you down?
No.
Platinum sword.
It'd
Potion
better
bag
all
is
be
empty.
here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Clive.
Oh.
What do you want?
It was... It's Scarletite, wherever the fuck
Anything
that
else?
is.
It's alright.
Okay, so we can't get anything new yet. However, I can turn this stuff in.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, getting the stuff gives me Scarletite, in which case I'll just go get my new stuff in.
Yeah. Question.
Hello.
Sid, welcome back. Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
I have one of those.
Ooh, new presents.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path, and would have perished alone in the desert had not the curse breakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well. Traveling Terpsichorean. Terpsichorean. Dire Wolf Jess.
Here you are.
Oh.
Come again. I may...
A dire wolf subdues its prey by overwhelming it with a flurry of attacks that injure both body and spirit, stunning the creature and allowing for a quick kill before it can recover. Increases combo damage by 5%.
That'd be things like the Magic Blast.
Oh. Not bad. I did get another Breath of Fire. For Rising Flames instead. I think I'll keep the one that reduces 12 seconds off of Flames of Rebirth. Now this one's just a flat 12 to attack.
I think at this point the combo damage would be a better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Have more for ya.
Because at this point I'm more than supplemented by my gear.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
That wasn't the thing that gave me trouble. It's the thing not far
Only
from
the
it that gave me
usual.
trouble.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you, which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
There it is.
Failure means death.
Oh.
And even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers. The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Taya managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded. She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found. Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other curse breakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
No. But it was something I had to do if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
Yeah, I
Having
can't
your
imagine it's
face
pleasant.
Literally sheared off.
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physiker's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
And now you know why it's not so simple to just go, why doesn't everyone get it removed?
It's because it's literally venom lingering under your skin. I hate the Empire even more now.
The Empire isn't the ones who started branding. This is a global thing for them. Rosaria had their own branded, remember?
Yeah. That's
fucked up.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna burn this world to the ground.
If the world doesn't burn itself first.
And there's 2 phoenixes here. At least there will be 2 people arise from the ashes.
You have the blessing of the Phoenix, but you yourself are not a Phoenix. You are Ifrit.
Yeah, fucking close enough. I can use the flames of rebirth.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal.
I'm sure we all have.
Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Phrasing.
Cat, shush.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
God damn it.
Yeah. Now you understand Torgal's specialness.
Pupper is very important.
Pupper can channel ether better than most mages.
Yeah.
Sometime later.
You
mean
built
like
a
a few
basement.
weeks? No, I suppose that might have taken like a few days. A week and a half, maybe.
Brilliant.
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
look
Now that
forward to
that's
seeing
settled,
what the
I
engineer
wonder
can
if
make.
Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Same.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
Yeah, damn, she already has kids wanting to learn how to engineer with her.
Yeah. And they call it her dungeon.
Yep.
I mean, look at the damn thing. It's not exactly welcoming. On your left. Come on, Shade. The markers are on your screen.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
Apparently I have endless.
We, have a guest.
A guest?
I love the long awkward silence. Here. Yeah.
Where else?
And
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
I love this man. This man's.
I love him as much as, and I also kind of hate him, and you'll understand why soon enough. It's not hate as in hate him as a person, just hate his idiocy.
Yeah. He's very cringe.
You have no idea.
The Dalmekian
What I'm
government
on about.
sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
Sorry, this kid doesn't even look like he's mentally present.
Wasn't it the queen who talked with them? She's just pretending he did it.
Uh-huh.
The blessing of the crystals go with you.
They're trying to attribute stuff to the new prince so the current one can't get the throne. You know, Bahamut's dominant.
Yep. Because Queenie's a cunt.
Is it just me or does that toy
Let
look
us
like
come to
one
the
of the
question
Guardians?
precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments.
Yes. Your favorite slave son. Who I
The men of the
feel is
Fist
going to
will
be
be
on
withdrawn
our side at
until
the end of
peace
this.
treaty is
Same.
concluded.
That's what I'm.
So let
that's
us
what
keep the
I'm guessing.
negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would, of course, prevail,
There would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
He looks pissed.
Dion?
Dion.
Yes,
what
sir.
loyalty is supposed to be for the people.
He doesn't like that he's being replaced with a 5-year-old.
That too. I don't think that's the core of it, though.
A simple yet somehow so very pompous action to sniff a flower.
In that manner, at least.
Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
You're nothing more than a soldier to him, bud.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Fuck, I wonder why.
Yeah.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
You disappointed him.
Oh, I cannot wait to see her die.
I'm guessing she's gonna be alive until the very end of the game.
Oh, absolutely.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
I swear to God, if she tries in the end to try and get
Just
some
one thing
pity
after
or
another
sympathy
around
out of
here.
us, I'm gonna enjoy watching her die more.
I get the feeling if she tries to pull a pity card with Clive, he might actually just rend her head from her shoulders there. Because he's shown that he's very willing to get his hands dirty and do the immoral, not just and right thing.
He's not a hero. He's just doing the right thing.
He is a hero,
Ah,
but he's
my
not
dear nephew.
lawful good.
How I've missed you.
He's...
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good
Pure.
offices of young
He's
Sir Wade.
good.
He really is the most helpful fellow. As
Yep.
are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction.
More
so to
fact than
speak.
you think.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there?
This is Gav.
There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers.
I...
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
That's quite the
A
support,
fleet
Uncle.
sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned, and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Oh, I didn't intend to linger. I half expected 2 new side quests to appear and be like, fuck, I have to
finished
linger.
outfitting her little workshop, with a little help from Sid, of course.
Okay, be right back.
Alright.
Oh, chat, looks like you're being left to our devices. How's out
How
there?
terrible.
Now we shall ponder the orb.
Ponder's cat
Ponder,
instead.
ponder, 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 ponder. Ponder, 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 ponder. Is Burple. So how you doing, chat? Enjoying yourself? Having a good time?
No, I am.
Yee. Oh no, not exhausted. That's no fun. I give hugs to re-energize. But I are doing well.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I return with
love
dinner.
the little. I love the little flickers of fire at the bottom of the screen on the menu.
It's a nice touch.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil, the Suncaller, the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Dad, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Thank fuck for that.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Yeah, he is so very much nobility.
Yes.
Alright, to the Valkyrie Desert.
Every time they say that, my brain tries to autocorrect it to Velcro.
Don't worry, my brain did that a couple times as well.
To the Velcro Desert.
I hope you're wearing rubber, or else you're gonna stick to the sands.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
Proper.
This must be agony for you, Torgal.
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Hot and sandy? Poor doggo.
I know, right? Poor pupper.
Unless he's like a chinchilla and just fucking rolls in the sand.
Most animals do
Our
that,
destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive.
Helps deal with
It's all too
Helldiver!
easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
For democracy. You have to let them live.
That just took me so by surprise.
Shade, you can't enter. You can't fight them. For democracy.
Well, I mean, if I fight them, they'll just send more.
Yeah.
We shall not interrupt the doings of
Many years
democracy.
ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived. You whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn bust over you as you sat in the sand, falling
Yeah, at least our dad gave a fuck.
Your dad was on your side and was actually quite upset with your mother.
Yeah.
For how she treated you.
Chocobros.
Hey, you're brown. I thought you were red for a moment. I was about to be terrified.
Sort of a reddish brown.
They got that
red
desert
Chocobo's
brown.
the ones that call the meteor, though.
Yeah.
Wild creatures.
Those look like boofers.
Sunhounds. And a wild knack. And a... Why are you all different things?
Different levels? I don't know.
Or Helldivers. Which we'll be playing on Thursday when the new Warbond releases.
This area is full of creatures you don't want to fight.
Hi. Either sit
Hi,
your
Molly.
butt down or go. Keep your nose out of the garbage.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
And also, turn your head the other fucking way. Jesus Christ, your breath.
Chocobo tracks. I love it.
Just a little three-toed prince.
Yeah.
Wild chocos.
Wild little chocobros just hanging out being chocobros.
There she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
Okay, that
Do
looks
you know,
cozy
this
over there,
heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
He does have his own Sprite. Hang on. There you go.
Yeah.
Uncle Byron has his own Sprite.
Yeah.
I'd be amazed if he didn't.
I love that.
This is where we wanted to go anyway, so it all works out.
Is the sand in your eyes? You okay? That's a black Those are black chocobos.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our
Can they
Waluda
fly?
friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
I love the look of bro. Is he serious?
Has to confirm with Master first.
Fucking Crusader looking ass.
Walking in with our fucking Assassin's Creed outfits. Byron choosing violence every day.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Oh, this is a wonderful coincidence.
Oh my god, they're staying at the same place.
Right? I thought I
Yep.
recognized her.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
Go downstairs.
No, we must press on.
Go downstairs.
Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front.
For fuck's sake, go
I
see
must
your
stay
brother.
with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Fine, but take your damn meds.
Yo, what's gonna
not
happen
unreasonable.
is fucking Clive and Byron are gonna get into a giant bar fight and get thrown out before Joshua can see them. I see this playing out.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand. I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Dumbass.
Well, let's
This
get
is why I
down,
don't.
us.
This is part of
We've
what
a long
pisses
way
me
to go.
off.
Hey, you.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. Huh.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
How convenient of them to put the
You
little
two are
sea holes so
travelers,
you
are
can
you
watch
not?
the fights.
Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Come on, help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I love everybody leaving.
The man's reaction is just, what?
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
He's funny, but I hate him. He's funny,
No,
but I love him.
Yeah.
You see my conundrum.
Yes. He's very much the comedic relief idiot.
It's the outlaw. Take him.
Try
I think he might. I think the Earth might have more. Recommended there.
Bravo, my boy.
Don't worry.
Just like that.
They'll be tasting dirt for the next 3 years.
That poor guy's dick.
You just had to back up, didn't you, man?
You're just ping-ponging this man all around the room.
Look. He picked a fight.
It's over.
He lost.
Finish it.
This is why, just because you hear things, you shouldn't pick fights with people that you don't know.
So I love just Byron just, well, no need to waste the food. Nom 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 nom.
Yep.
I'm sure they can replace a few tables. The bar itself is fine.
For your trouble.
And they just paid for the damage anyways.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
That man's.
He might not be great in a fight, but at least he takes care of the collateral.
Yeah. There is that.
He can't fight, he can't think, but boy, can he just diffuse a situation that he caused.
Now's our chance.
Could you go downstairs for 5 minutes?
Your Grace?
Leave through the front door. We're not gonna have these two meet until like after we fight Bahamut or some shit. Because we're gonna be beating the shit out of Dion, and it's gonna wind up. We're gonna start crushing shit, and he's gonna run up and be like, "Why are you fighting?" Oh.
Also, as a note, Brother would probably come say hi, but Servant doesn't know what we look like.
Yeah.
Clive?
Clive's aware that his brother's near, though.
Yeah. He just got the sign.
That singular phoenix down. Window bait. Check the window.
These two aren't going to meet
Yes,
until 5
walk
minutes before
towards
the
it.
final scene.
Walk towards it.
What is it now?
Oh my god. This is infuriating.
I know, right?
There's no reason to check the window, though. It's a perfectly reasonable reaction.
Like, every part of this was perfectly logical on both parts, and just,
Yep.
It's not an idiot
hi,
story.
Doge.
No,
Torgo.
yes.
Torgo came in anyway.
Yeah. Don't talk to me, Uncle. I'm brooding.
It's the only open window.
Where are
Yeah.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Good pupper.
Happy pupper panting.
Lights and pots!
Don't forget to give Molly pats.
She cleaned the plate and fucked off.
Sounds about right.
Closed the road. And it would seem Lord
Mother
Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
My controller slipped and I
We have to
pressed
get
the
through that
paddle.
gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
Yes,
By
you
Gaia,
have.
then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
You know, you could
That
also
would
just
certainly help to
ask.
narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
You know how you mentioned asking? Yeah, they're gonna ask.
How would we go about getting this information? Talk to people.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Bro, you're gonna get you're gonna get stabbed.
This whole zone gives me fucking the halfway point through Gerudo Desert and Breath of the Wild vibes.
Yeah.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
And that's how you get info.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort.
Age has nothing to do with
Influence comes with
influence.
age and experience.
It can, but it does
believe
not
you me.
define.
Influence comes with age. Byron, how many things are old people gonna say come with age just to get away with shit?
All of them. Everything.
Wait, huh?
This is no time to
Mommy,
ride.
I want to play with the crystal.
I also can't have
How
Doggo
many
sniff the
times do I
person.
have
There
to
they
tell
are.
you? It's not a toy.
That was the thing I said because I interrupted myself.
Can I help you?
Torgal, sniff.
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Furder. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you.
Why do you sound like Anthony Howell? Why do you sound like the voice actor for fucking Morgoth?
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this
I already know Howell did a voice in this game.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Thank you.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Are you really gonna come at me with a bunch of rusty hand axes? Maybe this'll shock your memories a little. I'll drive one man to death.
This
Pew. After all that, being launched in the air and flattened by a dire hound, stabbed and then sent flying a little bit. Foosh.
Pew.
Oh.
Who are you working
Look,
for?
you play the stupid game, you
Him
get
or
stupid
her?
rewards.
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A
Most
fitting
of that was
talent
magic,
for
actually.
an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make
Welcome
his
back,
acquaintance.
Pupper.
Yes, my lord.
Proper good pets.
Sit.
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
Aye.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Hopefully you heard the collar jingling.
Yee. Jingle, jingle, happy pupper. Who forgets floofers?
There, she's now poofy.
Lovely.
Careful. She sat up. Because she still doesn't know how to sit like a normal fucking dog.
She never will.
Oi. You know you don't. Don't sass me.
Sass.
Because she doesn't know how to sit like a normal dog. She tried sitting up, went sideways, and bumped her head into the side of my side table here.
Ooh, poor Poof.
It wasn't a hard bump. It was like the one where, you know, like you're moving, you just kind of go...
Yeah.
What? I can't help you. Sorry, I'm busy. Don't give me that sassy noise. That's what I thought. The nerve of some dogs.
Take a sniff.
Sassy.
How dare they demand attention and love?
I cannot help you.
Lubor's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Or what? You and your firewood half axe are gonna try to come get me?
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
They weren't kidding when they said young.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to
Byron,
help you on
shove
your
the
way.
pride somewhere else.
Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
I was gonna say, can we hurry it up and just have him tell me?
Listen to this swaggering scruff?
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Wouldn't be much of a
Manners,
test then, now, would
Greybeard.
it?
One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
You talk a little too much for me to like you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play.
You need to shush and let me do
Divide
the
our
talking.
forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer
He
than we
just needs
need
to fucking get a gag put in, doesn't he?
All right.
Yeah.
Good luck, Uncle.
Love you, Byron, but
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil.
Hi, Torgal. You're not gonna say something dumb and get people mad at me, are you? No, of course not. You're a good buffer.
No, he'll just stare at people. Sorry, I need to test your reflexes. You failed.
Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
Always comes down to the crystals, doesn't it?
Yep.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Back to pondering the Chocobro.
Yes.
Look deep into his eyes and
You wouldn't
say,
believe how much he gave me.
work.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
I will say this, Shade.
What can I
After
do
you
for
finish
you,
up this
soldier?
main quest
Need that
is when you
sword
should
polishing.
probably call straight.
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be
We'll
off
see
with
what
you.
time we have
I
left.
serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Fair
I
enough.
think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
I wonder if they've got new tables yet.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Yep, sorry.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
No, I
Sorry
don't
about
intend to break more tables.
Sorry about breaking all the furniture, but in my defense, they came in.
Let me treat you. I'm
Oh, here we go.
Huh?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
Using
Being a
his wealth to
merchant.
bribe.
Extremely stupid and risky.
Yeah. Which surprises nobody.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
Only.
A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere. Pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. Just as you arranged. And put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
Actually, it'll just become a
I
smile.
arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from
I totally-
prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust
Although I
can
do
count
have
on
to
your
commend him for
support
using his talents as a
things turn
merchant to get
sour.
us a meeting.
Yeah.
Of course.
The risk of him being shanked, you know, meeting in a corner, a secluded corner away from people, and showing off big money to a crook is far from clever.
Yeah.
Ah, a material I'll never use. At least not all of it.
Where are you going?
Sorry, I just wanted to look at the water. Looks fucking nice. It's kind of water you just go and like walk along the side and
Won't you come and play? Handsome?
eternally warm and all that. I don't have time to do that. This is not Witcher.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Yes, you have to leave and go and hug the right.
Am I leaving the right direction?
Yes.
Okay.
You're leaving the only
Do you
direction,
think we'll be
Shade.
back soon? I need a new dress.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. The most fragrant.
Sorry, new town. My brain does not have the map down yet. This is like when I started playing 14 for the first time and fucking got lost in Ul'dah because the whole place was fucking the same.
Burp.
Yes, there are a lot of burbs here.
Right stick.
Nah, that's fine. Plus, the game does not run well when I get on the Chocobo. My frame rate dies. I half expected to start sliding down that like it's near Automata.
I was gonna say, yeah, do a little hop so you can slide. Quick shield surf.
One of the best mechanics ever implemented in a game.
And now you
I'll
get
take it
ambushed.
from here.
Surprisingly enough, Cat, despite being crooks, these are honest businessmen.
Fair enough.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way,
Just
my
the
lord.
how flabbergasted was he actually brought that much money to this. He's like, dude, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Don't carry that much money around.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord.
Royals.
But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Good luck.
Let me introduce you to a phenomenon rare in the desert.
Electrical storms are actually one of the most common types of storms in the desert.
I wasn't asking.
You kind of get a word like stating false information.
It's not over yet, Uncle! Good! I'm just getting warmed up!
Well, they were smart enough to bring a cleric.
And we're not smart enough to protect them, though.
Not effectively, at least. Jesus. The damage that dog just did with their spell.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's battle over. Upgrades lunge, forgets to use it.
Look, Batnex can never remember to use his basic abilities. We shouldn't be surprised right now. Doggo comes in. Sorry, but that's my kill.
Start from the Boofer Slam.
You're making your chocobos fight. This ain't my fault.
Or chocobos. Makes sense.
Doesn't mean you should force these to fight.
They're war chocobos. That's kind of their job, what they've been trained for.
Oh, your dad did it.
Farewell.
Well, at least they can make more chocobo soup now.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
I love how almost every major character we meet is fluent in sass.
What?
They're fluent in sass.
Ah, sass. Yes.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
Hey, don't
Well,
go fucking knocking my name,
You held up
Lubor.
your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many
the
of the
first
guards have
fucking
already
syllable
been
of my name
redeployed
isn't
to
a
deal with
product
the
used
issue
to
of
get
their
off.
missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged
Nor is
to
his.
look
His
the other
first
way
syllable is
should you
lube.
attempt to pass through.
Or
Lube.
would be the second syllable.
Thank you. And please allow me
5
to
letters.
cover
I
your
believe the first 3
costs.
letters constitute as the
You
first
still have the
syllable.
purse
That
I
is
gave to
not
the
how
soldiers
syllables
I
work.
trust.
Regardless.
I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh dear. As I
Clive
really
is
so
not a
often
bad
is.
name.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard. Here,
Pull that
wear
beard.
this.
Another sigil.
Yep.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
My entire belt's just
Please,
decorated with these things
feel
like they're
free to
fucking
send one of my
collectible pins
stoluses
from different
back to your
games.
people.
Yeah.
Tell them that
My
Rosina
belt looks like a
Dalamil
kid's
is
backpack.
back in bed with Sid.
Burb.
Hello, Burb.
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Achilles.
Stolus.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive?
No, Sid's better.
So be sure not to let me down.
Only because
I have a reputation
my
to
name's kind of
uphold.
wanted.
So is Sid's, though. Doesn't make much of a difference.
Sid holds more power.
Yes, but on a personal basis, that doesn't matter because they already know you.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Thunk.
Now, part of the reason I'm saying you should end stream here is where you have to go for one of the next side quests and the main quest. You want your computer in peak condition because it will lag the shit out of your game.
Butter knife before.
Especially if your computer's already running hot and
Luber's having
been
fun at my
running for a bit.
expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Well, it ain't hot, but it has been running for a bit.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are you Clive?
Thankfully, this game doesn't make it
Sorry,
hot.
my mind was elsewhere. I'm Saver, Master Luber's
It might not be hot
least
on the outside,
accomplished
but the
apprentice.
internals are running
Soon
hot.
to be
as it's
former apprentice
called.
if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type.
People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
This quest will send you all up and down the desert.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Torgal doesn't give riddles. He just wants pets.
He's a good wolf.
Do it again.
You were right, boy.
I love they've got like 4 or 5 different animations for
I love that his ears flatten when he gets head rubs.
That's how woofers do.
I still love his little anklet. Dusty boy.
I love all the small movements they gave him.
Yeah.
They made him so lifelike.
Like that.
And the fact that one of his ears will occasionally shift a tiny bit, he'll tilt his head and then move his ears back.
Like that.
Yeah.
Is that important? Nah. Licking his chops. Shifting his paws.
Just occasional random small whine whenever he's idle.
Yeah.
Well done, animal companions are rare.
It really is, though.
Even the little wags.
Just his tail brushing about, dusting the box off behind him. You're gonna need one hell of a bath when we get back to the hideaway.
Oh, he just went, oh. After you said that, the coincidental timing was perfect.
One more pet. Chin rubs.
Little tippy taps.
But that shall be all for now. Solely because we have 5 fucking minutes.
15, but yes.
Not nearly enough to get anything started. Well, we went from level 28 to 32 in one sitting.
Yep. I can recover up one of the most lag-intensive moments I've found, and my game runs better than yours with how we have it, how we have our individual setups. So that's gonna be fun, isn't it?
I have found that yours runs better, and that's entirely and solely because
I
I'm
don't
streaming this game.
Yeah, I know. I told you that. I'm the one who pointed that out.
So, hopefully, some point early next year, I can get that new graphics card.
not a graphics card that you need right now. It's it's an extra internal storage and RAM.
That's already on the way. This game's already on my SSD.
And RAM. You need another RAM stick. Another stick of memory.
That's what's coming in.
No, what you said was coming in is a storage drive. An SSD.
Regardless, upgrades are coming.
Yes, upgrades are coming. But I will need a new graphics card at some point.
Not a priority.
No, my cooling system is a priority. It's currently non-functional, save for the fans. The primary cooling system is out of fluid. So instead I'm gonna get another fan. Because cooling systems just seem, while more effective, just way too much bother for maintenance. Because it's either you get one that you have to refill, or you take one in that you have to replace. And I can't imagine either are very cost-effective.
I'll just sit here happy with my laptop with a fan. Nice, simple life.
But I do plan on getting a better fan. And then
Technically
the last
speaking-
upgrade is definitely going to be my graphics card.
Technically speaking, the fan on the one of my two fans in my laptop doesn't even fit properly. It had to be soldered down to fit. Because my old fan broke, and it would have cost more to order a fan that was no longer being produced than it would have to just replace my laptop. So they just took one of the fans out from the back there, so they haven't used, and shaved it down to fit. Shaved the fucking harness down, and then jury rigged it in. Then it works just fine.
Regardless, thank you all for watching. It's great getting back into this. We'll probably start up Prey tomorrow.
Ooh, spoopy space.
And as always, have a great night, fledglings.
Good night.
Night night.